Hi everyone, it's Jen from Jen Dubell Designs and Country Craft Creations with you today, and I am going to do a little walkthrough of my recently completed album. This album is a 7 by 9 inch album with a 2-inch spine, and it features the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Junk Drawer collection. So for the front here, I have chosen an array of the ephemera, some of the foam stickers, as well as the tonic, the black. I'll link it below. I'm not sure the actual name right off the top of my head because I didn't bring it over here. But anyways, it is the black tonic mirrored cardstock. I have a little doily under there from my stash. Some of the stickers here you can see on the spine. There's another sticker. And I chose to wrap my ribbon around, and I will tell you what I mean by that in just a moment. So the ribbon is this gorgeous black and white polka dotted sheer. And then I had some of the burlap ribbon as well. So this actually wraps underneath the paper on top of the mirrored cardstock, wraps around the spine, and then out onto the other side. And that is just really sturdy when you do it that way. You just need to make sure that when you do it, that you have enough ribbon so this can still open and close. All right, so let's get into the inside. I'm first going to tell you a little tip that I forgot to mention. When you're decorating your book, now the way that I do it is I usually decorate my signatures, put them in, add my magnets as I go, and then add my inserts. But when I decorate the cover, once everything on the inside is done, most of the times I design my albums so they don't sit like this, as you can see what I mean. So you have room. So when you put pictures in, you're not going to have an alligator problem when you try to put pictures in here and then close it. So because of that, you have a lot of extra room. When I designed my cover, if it's going to have any kind, especially if it's going to have any kind of dimension like this one does with the layering of stuff, I like to slip something underneath. So what I will do, this one has 4 signatures. So I go right to the middle, and I'm going to slide this little journal inside of here, and you can see that this sits nice and straight, and you're able to actually put your elements on a lot easier. So that's just a quick tip from me to you while you're watching my little walkthrough here. So I did choose to add a piece of chipboard that was wrapped in the black 65-pound smooth, which you will see throughout this book as well, on here with one of the little cut apart elements. So when you open this up, I did not do a tutorial on this portion. This is literally just the paper, the decorative paper with the butterflies that I made my pockets out of. Now I cut these to, they're a 6 3/4 pocket. So they go across the black, or is it 6 7/8? Let me just check. 6 7/8, I'm sorry. So what I did was I made these so that I had 1/4 inch gussets on the sides and 1/4 inch on the bottom. So in essence, this is a 7 3/8 by 3 1/2. And then I just scored at 1/4 inch on 3 sides to make the pocket. You will see throughout I've used some of the different seam bindings that I was given with my design team package, as well as some of the ivory from my stash for the tags. And I love these tags because they have 2 sides. And a lot of times with the Simple Stories, I add paper, but I just didn't want to do that this time. Both sides are so pretty. The pockets on the inside will hold an insert that is 6 by 8. And I did use the Natural Artisan for most of my inserts, as well as the wrapping of the album itself. And I have a little piece of paper. Goodness. All right. So we have black 65-pound smooth. There is some black artisan, I think, on a couple of the elements. But for the most part, this is black 65-pound smooth that I used for matting just to let this paper pop. Your first signature here, I took one of the stickers, matted it with black paper, and also put a paper clip in there so that I could slide this on here. I thought that key was just adorable. And then this opens, and you'll see some of these are the rub-ons that you see throughout. I'm going to pull this over so you can actually see this side as well. And then this could be used as a pocket too. You could slide a insert in there. Now on this side we have, I did not put a magnet or anything here. I didn't really feel it was necessary. I have enough heavy stuff on here, but we have some of the foam stickers, and then this opens twice. And did I make this? No, this is all one. This is a pocket here, so you could also add an element in here. That closes. Signature 2. Now, I will tell you, I did not cover the magnet on the bottom. I'm still trying to figure that out, so bear with me. I do have a little, one of the cut-aparts here, the 3x4s that I put on ivory that is 3 1/4, or excuse me, natural by 4 1/4, and then black 3 1/8 by 4 1/8, and it's just open to the inside. This is one of the ephemera pieces that I matted with black paper, put a magnet. When you open this up, see, yeah, I didn't cover my magnet yet, but I will be doing that. And then I left these ones blank for paper. I really didn't know which paper I wanted to use, and if I give this as a gift, I might add paper to these. But I did like the lined paper option on the solids because you could use this for a little bit of journaling. So that just holds that, and then I have this cute little insert. I have one of the stickers down here. This is actually a piece of the ephemera that I backed with foam. I did use black distress ink on all of my edges. The signature 3 here, or excuse me, the back of signature 2, this is not in the tutorial because I added this in my decorating, this little pocket, but I will show you. So on this flap, I added a pocket that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So this is it has 1/2 inch gussets. So a 4 1/4 by 4 3/4 scored at half on 3 sides. And then I have black paper that is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8, and then followed by that. This is one of the, oh no, this is actually some of the solid paper that I like the lines, again, in this cute little sticker, notes and things. So this insert for that pocket is 3 1/8 by 7. And that fits nicely in that pocket. And there is a magnet on this one. Is there a magnet here? No, there's no magnet here. I left this one as well because it's heavy. Here we have one of the rub-ons, and this pocket will hold a photo mat that is 5 1/2 by 7 1/2. And again, we have that lined paper, so you could do a little journaling in there. You could actually fit a little bit bigger photo mat in there as well, but I liked that size. Signature 3, now this has this fun element that comes off, and this has its own magnet in it to hold over that. So I do have the Natural Artisan inside there, and one of the 4x6s. So this is 4 1/8 by 6 1/8 with that 4x6 journaling card on there. And then the back, I should have rounded this. I just realized I did not. The back belly band is, again, it's a 5 1/2 by 7 1/2. And I do want to round those corners, I think. Maybe I didn't because these aren't rounded. This just slides under. And then, of course, that magnet holds that on. And you can position this any way you like. You could fit more because these are 1/2 inch gussets. So you could fit quite a lot in there. Signature 3B, we have one of the foam stickers down here. I have some rub-on and a sticker here. A couple of our tags. I mean, look at these tags, guys. So cute. This is a waterfall, and it fits the insert that goes in the pocket is 6 by 5, and that will cover your waterfall. And I just alternated between that gorgeous teal color and that kind of smoky brownish gray for that. So slide that back in there. Put my tags back in there. And here I use, like I said, I wanted to show you a variety of things that you could use for your ties. So this is the jute string. Our signature 4 has a door system. I have this fun, I matted one of the key stickers on the black paper, and then just put it here with just the top open. And then we have 3 of the little hearts from the foam stickers, a few more tags in here. And this mat that holds the doors down is a 6 by 7.5. And then this simply opens and you have all of that gorgeous paper in there for putting, Jen can't talk, for putting your pictures on. I'm gonna just slide my tags back in there and we're gonna flip this over. And then our final side here has I have a couple photo mats in here. I don't know why I did that. One of the tags again, this one I show with a little bow on there. So I have 2 photo mats in here. One is 4.5 by 6 and the other one is 4 3/4 by 8. And you can see here I have one of the stickers, one of the rub-ons. Flip this open. This is a rub-on. Flip this open this way. We have a rub-on here and some down here as well. And does this one? Yes, this one has a magnet. So there's a magnet inside here and inside here to keep that closed. Just slip my photo, and I will decorate these photo mats later. I just wanted to give you the sizing mainly. Here I have another tag. This goes 2 different ways. And again, that back pocket one is going to be, should be the same as the front one, 6 by 8. And we have the same type of pocket back here, same sizing as the front. And then I just put this little foam sticker down here on the bottom. So on the back, I also used that mirrored cardstock and another portion of the paper. This is one piece. So this is the bottom portion and this is the top portion. So I used 2 pieces to get the amount I needed. So that is my album. I hope you guys enjoyed this and you really can do this in any paper. I loved this paper, but you can do this style with any paper that you want for any occasion. So until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.